pay attention to the fact that those poor guys have a great big fire floating off right in front of their face. And in the days that these guys fought, I'm gonna use you. Okay? You're my firing partner. I'm here. We're both going like this. When I fire, the fire from here goes into that little hole, and this goes boom.
Yeah.
But when it goes boom, the fire comes back out of this little hole and goes right there. You get your face all full of sparks, and it burns the side of your face, and you're going to do that to the guy next to you. And the only lucky guy is the guy at the end of the line, because nobody's doing
It's
it.
not on your type, yeah.
In fact, it burned the men so much that the British soldiers grew hair on the side of their face to cover their burns on the side of their face. And that's why they were called sideburns. If you've ever seen guys with hair down. So, what we do is this isn't authentic. We put a little piece of metal on there called a flash guard to stop that. Because, but that wasn't there for the soldiers. And they all did have burns on the side of their face. So they developed the sideburn idea to help solve the sparks. That's called getting flashed, if you get that. I've been flashed a few times. It hurts.
Oh yeah,
It
imagine.
does.
Yeah.
It can get your eyes. In fact, because of that, many of the soldiers in line never actually opened their eyes when they fired in that group. They would do this. They would just do, and boom. And that's because none of the soldiers that you see out there actually aimed at the enemy. They just presented their firearms in the general direction of the other line, hoping that some of the balls would get down there. That's why they all fire in a group all at once, because all that lead going down over there is probable something's going to get hit. And that was really the way that these battles worked in the Napoleonic times. And you guys are probably just getting into math at school, but the battle you're going to see today is all about mathematics. If you have a line of 200 men facing a line of 200 men, and these guys can shoot 3 times in a minute, and these guys can shoot 1 time in a minute, who's going to win? 3 times a minute is going to win every time. So the British did 2 things to make sure that they were the fastest guys. They trained their soldiers, and the other thing about firing fast is not just loading the gun, it's staying put. So I'm kind of going to give you an idea about that. I'm going to use you again.
Okay.
We're here. Now, we're shooting, and you're having a good time until suddenly one of the enemy's balls hits me right here and blows my brains all over you. You're going to start to have second thoughts about whether standing there is a really good idea or not.
Yeah.
So you might start to think about going that way. Well, I'll show you what happens if you start to think about going that way. Come here and look at this picture.